Welcome back from the break, Rams. For those of you that don't know, today is International Pronouns Day, which seeks to make respecting, sharing, and educating about personal pronouns commonplace. To dive deeper into the topic, we have Meg Skeehan here to educate us about the importance of pronouns. So first off, how are you? How's International Pronouns Day going for you?
I'm doing really great. It's been so cool to see people really embracing it, especially with the release of the pronoun statement and the pronoun statement video on Monday this week. It's been a really joyful time.
Yeah, definitely. So do you want to kind of introduce yourself and just tell us a little more about what you do?
Yeah, so I'm actually a program assistant in the College of Business, Department of Accounting. So everything that I do for the pronoun statement is totally service. But for me, it's deeply personal. I use they, them pronouns. I identify as genderqueer, trans, masculine. And it's really important that for me, I'm creating spaces that are better than how I found them. And I think a lot about how our students are deeply negatively impacted by being misgendered, not respected as they navigate their journeys. And I want to make this place better for them.
Yeah, especially since pronouns are deeply personal and important things. Do you want to explain a little more about kind of their importance and kind of your work with that?
Yeah, absolutely. So with pronouns, pronouns are actually not connected to gender identity at all. So pronouns are actually about gender expression. So for a lot of us, we might be kind of using pronouns as a way to say, hey, this is how I feel about myself. And I can guarantee you that I know more about myself than you ever will because I've literally lived in this body for 34 plus years. But I just think that with pronouns, it's a space for us to explore ourselves outside of the binary that has been placed upon us in society. And how can we really embrace ourselves and embrace other people and make people feel more like themselves?
Definitely. And since experiences are so important and special to a people, I know you participated in the Visible Voices panel through the Pride Resource Center. What's that like and kind of what did you get to do with that?
Yeah, so Visible Voices is actually one of the spaces where I actually got to really think about who am I and what do I really feel about myself and my gender expression. And growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s, coming out was really different and interesting. It was like you could be gay or lesbian or bi, kind of maybe. But with Visible Voices, we talk a lot about our experiences and how we want people to see ourselves and really talking about what has really impacted us and changed us. And currently the work that we've been doing to really take the Visible Voices program and make it into something even more impactful on campus, taking our stories, learning from personal stories from people is really actually the most educational process that we can possibly do here at CSU.
And what kind of impact do you want to have on campus? I know you do a lot of things and you have a lot of titles, but...
Yeah, I do have a few titles. I'm collecting them. It's like a trophy. I think, honestly, I want my legacy, and I hope that everybody feels that their legacy at CSU can be summed up as, I left this place better than how I found it. I've been at CSU for 8.5 years as a professional. I've also been working on my undergraduate degree in ethnic studies and interdisciplinary liberal arts. And at the end of the day, when I leave this place, I want it to be better for all the trans, non-binary, LGBTQ plus students than how I came to it.
And for students who may not know as much about this and who also want to help make campus a better place, kind of what advice would you have for them or how can they get involved to help more?
Yeah, I mean, go to the Pride Resource Center. It's in the Laurie Student Center next to El Centro. It's actually just down the way from Sweet Sensations. If you're getting coffee, why not go to the Pride Resource Center? You know, we're doing a bunch of events right now, and just a heads up, we're going to be doing the Diversity Symposium on Wednesday, October 27th, 3:30 to 5 p.m., and it's all virtual, so you can be wherever you need to be. But we're actually going to be doing workshops on the pronoun statement, and we'd love to have all of the students, faculty, and staff, well, as many that can possibly join us, be there so we can help you work through the journey of becoming a better person and creating inclusive, respectful spaces for everyone on campus.
Is there anything else you would like to share about about International Pronoun Day and just anything else about pronouns and how people could get better about using them for others?
Yeah. So we have a website, pronouns.colostate.edu. It's actually based through the Inclusive Excellence Office, which is formerly known as the Vice President for Diversity. And really go on there. There's a ton of resources. We're going to keep updating it. Go to mypronouns.org. And practice people's pronouns. So I use they, them pronouns. And so if you mess up, like, that's okay. But like later, then practice it privately when you're in the bathroom talking into the mirror. Like, we just really want to create spaces where people can feel like they are themselves and they're seen as their whole selves here at CSU.
Yeah, definitely. Practice definitely makes perfect, even though that is kind of a cheesy saying.
Yeah, it's true though, so.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Meg, and teaching us more about pronouns and the work you do. Now, Rams, don't turn off the TV just yet. Next, we'll chat with students on the plaza to discover the craziest things some of you have done to pass your classes. Stay tuned after the break.